A surprising move on offense, a savvy defensive signing, and a new target who could change the course of the season. All of this happened in a single day in Buffalo. But what's behind these decisions? The answer could change the entire future of the franchise. James Cook shows up at minicamp, but is he planning an exit? The truth behind the scenes is even bigger than we thought. Buffalo Bills fans were surprised on Tuesday by the unexpected presence of James Cook at the team's mandatory minicamp. The star backfielder walked onto the field, smiling, generating applause and smiles among his teammates. But behind this seemingly positive gesture, there is a thick cloud forming. Cook, who ignored the entire voluntary part of the off-season, decided to reappear right now. Not by chance, but by strategy. The reality is that he is at the center of a serious contract dispute, and his presence at minicamp may be less about team unity and more about behind-the-scenes pressure. Sean McDermott couldn't hide his gratitude when he saw the player present, praising his attitude and emphasizing how much he loves being with his teammates. But the truth behind the scenes reveals something much more tense. Cook wants to be paid like one of the NFL's top running backs, something close to or above the $20 million range. Entering the final year of his rookie contract, with 2 consecutive years of over 1,000 yards and 16 rushing touchdowns last year alone, he feels it's time to demand it, and hard. But not everyone is so optimistic. Journalist Adam Schefter made a point of calming things down by stating that Cook may be using his presence at minicamp as a negotiating weapon. According to him, the big test will come in training camp. If there's no new contract by then, his absence could speak louder. Joe Marino from Locked On Bills got straight to the point. He believes Cook no longer wants to play in Buffalo. If he really wanted to stay, there would be a deal already, he said, suggesting that the player was inflating his demands to force a trade, or at the very least to make the renewal financially unsustainable for the Bills. And if Cook is indeed trying to leave, the Bills' front office will have to act fast. Either pay the price on and off the field, or lose one of the main names on the offense. And while the saga continues, the team took advantage of the same day to act decisively in another critical area, defense. An experienced name known to Coach McDermott arrived to try to change the course of the season. Shaq Thompson joins the Bills. The veteran's arrival could be the turning point. Buffalo's defense needed, while James Cook is creating tension and uncertainty in the Bills' offense, the board decided to balance the game with a surefire move on defense, the signing of veteran linebacker Shaq Thompson. The announcement made officially on Tuesday marks the beginning of a new chapter for one of the record. It's the context. Buffalo has suffered 4 playoff eliminations against the Kansas City Chiefs in the last 5 years. The defense urgently needs experience, leadership, and decision-making ability. And that's exactly what Thompson can offer if he stays healthy. He joins big names like Joey Bosa, Greg Rousseau, and Terrell Bernard, forming a core that, on paper, is one of the most complete in the AFC. Sean McDermott knows Shaq Thompson well. He was his defensive coordinator with the Panthers from 2015 to 2016 before taking over the Bills. This familiarity could speed up the player's adaptation, who arrives motivated to write a new chapter in his career, and who knows, crown it with a title. The 1-year contract is low risk and high potential. If Thompson can keep his physicality up, he could not only protect the middle of the field, but also become a key player in decisive moments, a vocal presence in the locker room, a mentor to the younger players, and above all, a defender hungry to win. But the management's move also reveals something deeper. The Bills are preparing for all scenarios, including one in which James Cook is no longer the team's RB1. And that's when another name enters the radar, further fueling the rumors. In the offensive field, in or out, with uncertainty surrounding James Cook, J.K. Dobbins enters the Bills' radar and could change everything. In the backfield, the tension in the Bills' offense doesn't stop with James Cook. While the star is struggling with contractual arrangements and strategic decisions, another name is starting to circulate heavily behind the scenes: J.K. Dobbins. And the timing of this speculation is no coincidence, with Cook asking for huge sums and rumors of a possible trade gaining momentum. The Buffalo Bills may be laying the groundwork for a Plan B, and Dobbins, a free agent, could be exactly what the team needs. According to Bleacher Report's Mo Moton, the Bills are currently the best possible destination for Dobbins, and he has a case. The player who defended the Chargers in 2024 had a solid season with 95 yards and 9 touchdowns in 13 games, showing that he still has explosiveness, even after serious injuries that marked his trajectory in recent years. While he's never been able to establish himself as an RB1 for long in the NFL, his talent is undeniable, and so is his motivation. At 26, Dobbins knows he needs to prove himself now while he can still command a backfield, and that's where Buffalo appears to be the ideal fit. The franchise currently has Ray Davis and Ty Johnson as complementary pieces, useful but not ready to lead a playoff run. If James Cook really is planning a forced exit or not, the Bills can afford to be hostage to uncertainty. Dobbins then emerges as a straightforward answer, a player ready to share carries or even take over the lead role if necessary. Of course,